I don't like this microphone thing, this wire, but every time I try to get a new microphone, it doesn't work out. Anyways, thanks for joining me in my misery. Everything's fine. I've got this deck. I've got this deck. I've got this deck. Today, I'm going to get into money. Okay. This is a quick money read because I'm not really into money, even though we all want it and need it and love it and can't wait to get more. And this is how we're going to get more. I'm going to make money moves. And Cardi B, money moves, my moves. I get it. So we're going to focus on that and see where you guys are and where you can head, what direction you're heading in, and where you can go to get more money moves. So this is for July 2018. All signs, please timestamp. No free reads for timestamps because now you guys know where you guys can go for the free reads, and that is drunktarot.com. And I make announcements for whose reading I'm doing on my Instagram channel, Drunk.Tarot. But for now, I'm just going to go through every single sign, and because it's the season of Cancer, I'm going to start with Cancer and then all the water signs, and then I'll just go in that direction. So get in where you fit in. Here is how we begin, July 2018. And of course, after I upload this video, I'll get into the monthlies for every single individual sign, and those will be a lot longer. Yeah, okay. So let me get into the readings. This is for Cancer, your current money situation, what's going on at work, career, money, finances. I just checked my stocks yesterday. I use this app called Robinhood. I check my eggs, check my nests. You know, like most women, not most women, that's a sweeping generalization, that's not nice. But I've noticed that Cancer women are really into, I don't know, they're very technical brained, the ones that I know. But they also are very mom-y type of brains. It's a very nice contrast. They can do the technical things, but they can also do stay-at-home mom things. They can do both. A lot of women can, but I've noticed that a lot of Cancer women that I know are capable of doing that with great aplomb. All right, what's going on with Cancer? Money, career, what's the future hold? Why are you stressing out? You're not stressing out, but I think that you could be dealing with someone at your workplace, some of you Cancers, who are a little manipulative, and they might be maybe vying for your role, your project, your position, or maybe they might be undermining something that you are in charge of or leading. There could be, I don't see any collaboration, but there could be something that you might be in charge of because you're having to stand your ground and defend something at work. So there could be some sort of, just a little bit of strife at work. Actually, a lot of it, because you've got the 9 of Swords here. So this is something that's keeping you up at night, and it could be that you're dealing with maybe a younger employee or coworker or colleague that is kind of acting a fool, and they're showing their ass a little bit, and it's kind of messing up your flow because you have been the magician for so long, so you make shit happen, and you're in charge of projects, and you're in charge of things, or you are at the very least at the core of projects and things. And with some new person coming in, or a fresh idea or a fresh project, or suddenly whoever's in charge decided, you know what, we've been doing something this way for so long, we're going to change things up. And that's one thing Cancers aren't into is lots of changes. Lots of changes. They like routine. They like to know what to expect. And once they get settled into a routine, that's their routine. And they're crabs, right? So they're like, this is what we do, right? Every single day. We clock in, we do this thing. I get left alone. You leave me alone. I do my thing. I'm working on a thing. End of story. But suddenly it seems like that's happening. And possibly with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, it could just mean that either an idea or a form of payment or something that could possibly have shown potential, like, is not happening either fast enough or is just not happening at all. That's causing you stress because you're like, dude, I was banking on that. Like, I was hoping for that to come through. And now that it's not, or I feel like there's a delay, it's pissing me off. But the overall scene here is just saying that you're going to actually be experiencing a lot of, you know, I mean, I know that it's like the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands, they always give me the same sort of vibe, different, same, but different. Do you know what I mean? And so the Seven of Wands here is trying to tell me that you actually have to stand up for yourself and fight. And I don't think that, I think that you can do confrontation, but I don't think you're actually into it. And I think that that's part of the anxiety is like, you have to have this like confrontation, or you have to say, no, this is how we do it. I want to do it this way. It's how we've always done it. But in terms of making money, I do see, something has fallen through, or something is not mature. Something's not coming through fast enough. And that's something that you're having to work with. But yeah, I do be on the lookout for someone that you work with, or maybe it's a financial planner or whatever it is, property, estates, whatever you're dealing with, someone in that circle of what your life is right now in terms of money and finances and all that is trying to be sneaky. So watch out for this person. Be very guarded with this person. Now I'm just going to get you an advice card with this deck. The overall advice for your money and finances for the month of July. And I know this is an extended, and that's because I don't care. I don't care to do an extended reading for money, although I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight for July. But I don't actually care about the money situation. I want to do your general and love readings. General and love obviously is the same, and that's in your great big monthly. And if money comes through on that one, obviously I'll pay attention to it. What is the overall advice for whatever it is you're working through for the month of July? Cancer. For money, finances, workflow. Stop here. Oh, it's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Hey, it's what the card says. It's your advice. So, okay. And I want to relate this obviously to this reading. You know, if you're upset about something, or if you feel like you're being manipulated, or if you feel like you're waiting on something, you know, you need to take control, and you need to say, okay, look, I'm not going to let this person try to manipulate me. Oh, you guys can't even see that. I'm not going to let this person try to manipulate me. This person that I'm waiting on, I'm not going to wait for them anymore. Me losing sleep over it, that's not good for me. So I need to take control and deal with it. The confrontation that you're fearing that you have to have, or the defense that you have to put up, it's time for you to actually stop putting the defense up and go on the offense and make something happen for yourself. Because you can't blame your team. You can't blame your coworkers. You can't blame, Deborah and accounting. You can't blame people. You know, if someone ate your yogurt in the break room, you can't say, who ate my yogurt? You have to start putting your name on it and start saying to people, stop eating my fucking yogurt. Like, you have to take charge. And that's what this card is saying. You can't blame others for your shit. You have to move forward. So if you're feeling strife or agony or whatever in terms of like your money going in, your money going out, the workflow, all that stuff, you're an adult. You're the one who has to take charge here. Okay? And so that's the advice with that. That was long for Cancer only because it's the birthday month. So that was the Cancer money financial read. We're going to keep moving forward rather quickly with the other signs here because that was about 10 minutes. We're going to continue with water signs. This next one is, let's do Scorpio next. Scorpio money, what's coming through for Scorpio money? Scorpio money, what's coming through for Scorpio money? Scorpio money. Money and finance and career for Scorpio. Money and finance and career for Scorpio. July 2018, money, finance, career for Scorpio. I'm not very funny for the money reads because I just want to get these done for you guys. Not that I'm detached and disinterested or anything like that. I just want to get these done for you guys. Because I did see some people say they wanted that. Money. Scorpio. Money and finance career, July 2018. For July, for Scorpio money and finance and career, the overall is the Four of Wands. I do think that you guys are going to be experiencing maybe a separation from from the work situation that you have known for so long or that you have grown used to and felt some sense of security in that is going to be changed up. There's going to be a separation from that. You're not going to be doing that exact same thing anymore the way that you always have done it. However, with the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords, that means that you're probably slightly delusional in terms of the success you are experiencing or can experience. And it's not that you can't experience great success, but you need to take a step back and strategize a little bit because the Seven of Swords could mean that you are involving yourself or someone is taking some, there's a bit of deception going on. So I don't know what that is, what that means to a lot of you people. You people. How terrible was that? A lot of you Scorpios. But I do think that with these two energies, I think that you have to sit down and be extremely realistic with who you're dealing with, how you're dealing with them, and where you are in terms of right this second, and then the strategy, the moves you need to make to move forward in building that business or work relationship or whatever that is. So I do think that because of this energy, there will be a separation or a breakdown in a union that you have with maybe a coworker, a colleague, a boss, employees, the structure of how you do business, all those things are going to be changing. And the overall is Temperance. So it's asking you to be patient. And it's asking you to say, yeah, to stand back a little bit and not be so, it's going to be great. We're going to do this. I'm going to do this. It's going to be awesome. Maybe it won't be so awesome. Not in the beginning. Maybe you're disrupting someone else's flow, someone else's schedule, someone else's time. Maybe you're disrupting, by you doing this, you're disrupting maybe your work, your family time and flow. So be very cautious with the moves you make. And I know that I just feel like it's like, okay, blah, 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 drunk Tara. I just want to hear how much money I'm going to be making. If you're looking for work, and you're out of work right now, you're looking to leave, I think that you might be leaving a job. Don't leave it sneaky style. Do it the right way because it's going to follow you, number one. And number two, if you are looking for work, it's asking you to be patient. I think the right job is on its way. The right working environment is out there for you. But it takes time for that to turn into something that you can actually just walk into, like this perfect job, especially if you've only just started it. But it is asking you to be patient. And if you're dealing with any conflicts at work or whatever, if you're just not happy with your current work environment, and if you're looking for money, it's just saying, be careful, watch your paper, dot your I's, cross your T's, because someone could be trying to take money from you because you've been so just like wrapped up in like the allure of this new job or this new opportunity or the aesthetics of a place versus the actual number crunching, like what's actually happening to all your money. So watch out, because I think someone could be trying to dip into something that they shouldn't be dipping into. So that's that. If you're going with conflicts at work, stop. Drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. These are stupid. So drop the ego, and it's saying vulnerability is hot as fuck. So if you've got some sort of aloof attitude with coworkers, friends, bosses, employees, and you have this sort of wall up, it's very off-putting. And if you feel as if you're catching static at work with coworkers or anybody, it's probably not them being rude to you. It's probably you not realizing that you might be slightly off-putting because your ego is not allowing you to be yourself, because I don't think you like being vulnerable, especially at work, because you want to do a good job. And that is it for Scorpio. Next up, we have Pisces. Pisces, July money. Pisces, July money. A lot of Pisces have been, this is how you know things are getting serious out in the streets. Because if a Pisces is putting work before romance, you know, something big's about to happen in terms of money and creativity and all that stuff. Money, creativity, workflow, finances, career. What is up for Pisces? I think a lot of Pisces in the past few weeks have switched careers, switched jobs, left a place, started at a new place, started working for themselves, whatever the case may be. But it has been heavy on the Pisces mind. And now things are starting to blossom for career. So what is going on with Pisces? Pisces and work, finances, work, finances. What is going on with Pisces, work, finances? July 2017. What's going on for Pisces, work, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces? Seven of Cups again. Okay. I'm just going to pull this now. What's the advice? Work, finances, Pisces, work, finances, Pisces. I don't even know how I want to shuffle these because I'll make a mess. Can you guys hear me mumbling to myself like a complete psychopath? Stop. Okay. You guys can't see any of this. Okay, so for Pisces, you have the King of Cups in reverse, and that just means that I think that either for a long time or currently, you're emotionally unfulfilled in your career. You're not happy, or you were not happy at all in your career. And there's a lot of signs out there who can separate emotions from career path. Pisces is not one of those signs. A Pisces has to feel emotionally just like satiated throughout their career experience, because money is like not a tangible thing to them, and it's not anything that really goes with the nature of a Pisces. So they need to have passion and feel that they're happy in their job. And I think a lot of you guys have not been happy for quite some time in a career path. So much so that with the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Wands energy here, I think that you guys have been either extremely delusional or just mentally and energetically exhausted. And it's almost like you have to, what's the word? A hat trick? You have to continuously pull out hat tricks emotionally. Like you have to say, okay, I'm gonna take this win today and be okay with it. But within 30 minutes after a win at work, you're like, ugh, I'm exhausted. Like I'm over it. I can't do it anymore. And the King of Cups energy is definitely saying that that is the overall feels for that. you're moving through things with rose-colored glasses on. It's almost like you're trying to fake it till you make it. You're trying to believe that you're happy in a career, and you're not. And the proof is in the pudding. And eventually, I think that your work productivity is going to actually show that you have a lack of passion for it now. Higher ups, coworkers, colleagues, happy hours, people are just going to notice that you have a lack of enthusiasm for the job. But the good news is that with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and you could have experienced a loss, maybe a demotion, you didn't get your bonus, something happened, you didn't get something, and I think that added to it. I don't think it's the main reason why you're not happy in a career. It added to it. And I think that also possibly, before I move on, the Seven of Cups is also saying that you do have options out there. So it's not a loss. You're not lost at sea. You might feel like you are, but you're not. If you just focus for a second, you'll realize that you do have options out there with the Seven of Cups. Many, many options. You can do many things. You're very skilled. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is actually saying that you do have a recovery. So I think you're either going to recover your passion for what you do. You're going to recover in terms of you were down and out. You thought you were down for the count, but you're moving into a new job, moving into a new career. Those things are happening. You're going to feel a recovery of self. So maybe you were unhappy for the longest time because you just weren't happy with yourself. And now you're like, actually, it was me. I was tripping. I actually do like my job. Let me get my second wind and I'm going to crush. And that's a possibility too of what's happening with your career. Financially, I do think, there was a loss. There was some sort of loss. I don't know if it was it could have been a separation. It could have been just bad investing, whatever that was. But there definitely was a loss. And I think you're on a slow groove back to getting that. That's it for you guys. But the overall advice here is step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina tastes like ass. You guys, I don't know what spirulina. I've seen it. I know it's a healthy thing because I eat it. I don't know how to pronounce it. Spirulina. Tell me in the comments. What is that? Spirulina tastes like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some. So basically, it's saying with all of this, like I think that in terms of finances and like what you needed is a greater sense of self, a happier sense of self. And I think that the King of Cups in reverse is a huge indicator of your poor work performance or poor desire, lack of desire to do better at work, to, sit down, have a big cup of coffee and go job hunting. Like that kind of motivation, it was missing. And I think a lot of it had to do with your own personal emotional imbalance. And so this card right here is just saying, you know what? Try to have fun. Try to have fun. Try to enjoy yourself. Relax a little bit. Cut loose. Shake it off. And then get down to business and start focusing. And that's it for Pisces. Let's move on to fire sign money. Fire sign money. I think I have a paper cut. Okay, fire sign money. Let's start with Aries. Aries money, July 2018. And I'm not going to do those Rebel card decks. I don't think they're working for the money reads. So sorry to everyone else who was hoping for that, but you will see it in the general and the big, long monthly reads. I'll pull those for the monthly reads, I promise. But I don't think they work for money reads, so I'm just not going to do it. Because I feel like it. That's why. It's June 22nd. Hope you guys did something fun for the summer solstice. Aries, money, finances, career. Aries, money, finances, career. July 2018. Aries, money, finances, career. What's coming through for Aries? And money, finances, and career, July 2018. Please tell me. Thank you so much. Oh God, you guys. Crushing July. Aries, you have the King of Wands, and that means that you guys are experiencing brand new goal setting. You're in a goal setting stage. You're looking out like Babe Ruth. I'm going to own that. I'm going to buy that. I'm going to save that. I'm going to make that. You're making, I wouldn't necessarily say moves right now. With the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom, you're experiencing lots of strategy, planning, looking out into the horizon, what you would like, you're envisioning, and you're calling into your creative mind space all the things you want and would like to achieve with the King of Wands. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. The Ten of Cups means that in terms of like your domestic situation, your home life, all of that, you're happy. And when you're happy, and that's safe and sound, then you're in a place where you're like, not only I'm so happy here, everything is fine here, that I am ready to say, okay, I'm going to set you down for a second, domestic life, because I'm going to focus on making this money. I think you do have to be careful that you don't get too involved with someone in the financial sector who could disrupt that bliss, that happiness that you're experiencing right now. And I don't know exactly how or when or what the situation is with that. Just be aware. And the thing is, you are aware. You're aware of who is around your circle, you're aware of who's around your circle, and you're the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. And so it's a very happy, successful, strong union for a lot of you with the plans that you make and what you push ahead with. But with the Magician in reverse, I think that there could be, between you and someone else, there could be feeling a little bit of doubt. Not that it's like doubt that you can't be successful. It's not that kind of doubt. It's doubt with who you go into money-making moves with. And it's not even a personal thing, I don't think. It's more of you thinking that someone might not have the direct skills that you need to move forward, to progress. But the Queen of Pentacles is saying that, you're making like long-term decisions. And so if you're expecting to see the fruition of any of these decisions, it would be a year at the very least. Okay? I really like how I just said okay, as if you're going to answer back right now, like we're on the phone. I love that. That was for Aries. Let's go on to Leo. Leo, money. What's going on for the Leo and money? I know this reading is not exciting, you guys. It will be. My armpits are really sweating right now. So I want to be honest with you guys. I actually jumped directly into this read without thinking, because I thought, if I try to plan something like super nice and all this crazy stuff, I'll never get it done, because I'll just be caught up in planning like this thing versus me just sitting my ass down and just doing it for you guys. So I promise the full monthly reads will be much better. But July, Leo money. What's going on for Leo and money? Finances, career, money in the bank, money moves. Leo and money. Leo money. What's going on for Leo and their bank account? Leo and money. Investing, finances, money. That's your card. I think that there is a delay. Someone who's trying to get away with something is holding up the process of you moving forward financially. And it's requiring you to be strong, which you're not being right now. I think there's an element of you that's feeling slightly weak and just impatient, and like you're trying to hold back the lion within, and you're being like, you're just trying to tame the situation, and it's really testing you. The Chariot card in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. I think someone was trying to get away with something. They got caught. And I think that the Chariot card is saying, okay, we caught him. It's fine. But now you got to wait. So there's a delay in terms of you progressing forward, whatever that means, whether it's at work, whether it's for finances on the domestic front, whatever that is, there's a delay. And it's really testing you because you were like, just when I thought I was done, or just when I thought I was ready to make this move, or just when I thought it was my time, I'm being held back. And that's very annoying for you. However, the very good news is ultimately you are successful. Ultimately, you will be recognized. You will win. You will be victorious. And people will recognize that on a greater platform. So I do think that if you're looking for a promotion, or if you're up for a promotion, or you're meant to be in charge of something, people will say, yes, you were supposed to be in charge. We wanted you to be in charge. You deserve it. Or yes, you did it. You crushed it. You're doing a great job. You deserve it. All these accolades, all these rewards, all this like a ticker tape parade in your honor, you will deserve it because you will have worked for it. You will have been patient enough. All of these great things. And these are things that you yourself can celebrate. And I think that you were planned to celebrate for that. And the Seven of Swords energy, this could be an air sign that some of you guys are dealing with who was trying to mess with your numbers. And you were like, no, sir, no, ma'am. And then I do see, if someone needs a vehicle to work, to make money, they don't have it. They're not getting it. Or something's going on with that vehicle. It's breaking down all the time or something like that. Yeah. In the end, that's not your problem. In the end, what I'm seeing is you being celebrated for all of your hard work, achievement, patience, doing the right thing. You're going to be exalted. People are going to really like that you're in charge, all of that good stuff coming through. You're just going to be tested in July with someone trying to delay your financial career progress, if that makes sense. And that's it for Leo for July. Don't forget to come back for your full July monthly reads. And now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what is coming through for July 2018? Sagittarius, this is just your money read. Be sure to come back for the complete July read for love in general. Sagittarius, this is just your money read. What is coming through for finances for the Sagittarius for the month of July 2018? Money and finances for July for Sagittarius. July 2018, Sagittarius, money, finances. What can they expect? Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what can they expect? You're totally over a situation. I think you are holding out for something to work out in your favor at work in terms of finances, career. And you were doing your very best, and you were juggling, and you were working extremely hard, and you were trying to balance something at work, different projects, different personalities, what the boss wanted versus what did you want, employees, colleagues. You were trying to balance and juggle and make things happen and pull like a rabbit out of the hat and just do the right thing. No matter what you do, no matter how you move, for some strange reason, the boss or the powers that be, the project, whatever, it just didn't work out in your favor. And you are like at a point where you're, I think, sick of being denied the success that you rightly deserve because you've been working so hard. So with the Ace of Cups at the top of this, I'm seeing you feel completely emotionally empty. Like you're like, I have nothing left to give to this gig. I have nothing left to give to this project. I have nothing left to give to this team. I'm not even emotionally invested anymore or interested. I'm out, I'm all out of love. Right? That's like the vibe. You're just like, I can't do it. I'm over it. I'm over this job. And, or the project, whatever it is. Maybe you invested into a stock or a business or whatever, and you're like, I'm over it. I'm not yielding the kind of results that I should yield or I should expect anymore. And I feel completely like you don't have my back. You're not financially there for me. You're not backing me creatively on a project. So some of you guys just feel that way. And maybe it's like, like it could be that dramatic that I'm making it, or it could be not as dramatic, but some elements there. And I do think that something happened at work or your finances or something where you were denied. You were denied a loan. You were denied a raise, a bonus. You were denied the desk by the window. You were denied something in your office space, in your work life. And I think obviously you feel completely let down and just not celebrated, and you're emotionally pulling away because you have worked hard. You have juggled. You have tried to make everybody happy. You've tried for this success, and you're not getting what you deserve. Beyond all that, you get the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So what you thought you were going to get, maybe an inheritance, maybe a shitload of money, maybe you found a treasure map and you were like, damn, X doesn't mark the spot, or whatever the situation is. That feeling is here. And next to the Ace of Cups, I do think that you're just having a shit time in July. But, the Two of Pentacles is saying, you're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, or however that saying is. You're trying to make ends meet. You're trying to make things work. And you're successful at it because it's upright. So you're successful at it, and you're able to do this, and you're happy to do this. Not happy, but you're okay to do this because it's temporary. Things will turn around. But for sure, you're definitely, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is saying that, you're not going to get some sort of loan or financial thing that you've been waiting on. Maybe I will pull another card. Maybe I will do this Rebel deck. Maybe it's too harsh. The Rebel deck might be too harsh for a financial situation like this, like kick you while you're down. But I'll do it anyway because I want to see what it says. Are you kind of curious? I am. What is your advice for July finances? What is your advice? Because Lord knows you guys aren't staying still. You're not going to take this. There's no way you're going to take this for another year or, for a long extended period of time. Why would you do that to yourself? You're going to make a move. So now whatever is in your brain, whatever you're thinking about doing, let's see what the Rebel deck has to say. Oracle card. Stop. Oops. You think, whoa. It's saying you think someone is lying. Guess what? They are. Is that backwards to you guys? Yeah. So the advice is, whoever you're dealing with at work, whatever financial investment you're making, bosses, colleagues, someone's smiling in your face, you think they're lying, guess what? They are. And that is your advice for money for Sagittarius for the month of July 2018. Let's move on to Earth signs. Earth signs are big money makers. Supposedly, I know a couple Earth signs who don't have a pot to piss in. But Earth signs. What is going on? Let's start with Capricorn. Capricorn, money, finances. Capricorn, money, finances. Money, finances. What's going on with money, finances for Capricorn? Capricorn, July 2018, money and finances. Something was going to start for you guys. Maybe you had an idea for something or the beginning of something, and you were hoping for it to be some sort of financial opportunity, idea, plan that you had begun. But what ended up happening was, I think that something previous to that, that you had to walk away from is it's hard for you to leave that. I think there's a lot of regret in terms of what you left behind. That could have been a job, a better opportunity that you thought the grass was greener, and so you went in one direction. And so I think that that is causing you a little bit of anxiety, because you're like, we did things this way at that one company, and we had success doing this at that one place. And for the longest time, we've done something this certain way. And so you're having a difficult time because you're like, that was a better way. That was a better way. That was a better way. It's like a parrot. And you can't seem to let go of how a previous employer, job, boss, coworkers, work environment, or even like the path that you didn't take. Like some of you guys are looking all the way back to like, I should have just been a teacher fresh out of college. And then some of you guys are like, well, I should have just taken that job in France. Like you just like, it's this thing, right? And you can't get over it. For some reason, you're not allowing yourself to move to that new position. Some of you guys didn't get a raise, didn't get a promotion. Some of you guys found out some shit about your work, and you were like, man, this is a mess. So because of that, with the 5 of Cups in reverse and with the 6 of Swords in reverse, it's saying that you are already, like, this shit already hit the fan. And you were like, I'm okay with that. Like, the shit already hit the fan. I found out all the secrets and all the skeletons came out of the closet. Fine. But now you're like, I can't get over it. I can't seem to get over it. And I'm having a difficult time moving into the next chapter because I'm so hung up on what could have been or what once was at this one job. So forget about that, right? So that was the past and you can't get over it, right? And it's difficult for you. But with the Page of Wands in reverse, it's saying that you might have been like laid up in bed, like, I've got this great idea, fucking fish sticks or whatever your idea was. And you were like, this is a great idea and I want to make something of it and I'm stoked for it. And then like you were all about it. And then maybe you were like, then I got to do a whole business plan. Then I got to write up proposals. And so it's kind of like this deflated energy, like an idea started and then it went away. And now you're like, see, I can't come up or progress with this new idea because, the way we were with another gig. Some of you guys, not all of you guys. And that's it for career. And then if it's not career, it could just be you feeling completely at a loss of where can you get your money from. You're smart. You're a good worker, but there's something that is lacking within with the Page of Wands energy in reverse. You feel like you don't have the motivation or the desire to even do it again. It's almost like I'm hearing you guys say, like, I don't have another start in me. I can't start again. I don't want to go entry level. I don't want to start brand new in a new job. What else can I do? And so there's a feeling of complete and utter loss in terms of how you can move forward in your life to make money, to support your family, to live your life. The Ace of Pentacles, I feel like, you're hemorrhaging money. I feel like not only are you not making the salary you deserve, the salary you once got, the kind of like windfalls that you once experienced, not only that, you could be like losing money. because bills got to get paid. You got to pay that BMW lease or whatever you might have been doing in the past. Maybe it's time to say, look, I'm down for a Honda Civic. No judgment, just saying. You might have to make some sort of moves because you're on this path of like, I don't know, it doesn't look good. Capricorns, doesn't look good is what I'm trying to say here. So let's pull an advice card to see if we can help you out. I'm going to put this other stupid thing in my ear. Can someone tell me a better, easier, do they make these iPhone cords longer? Like super duper long? Like, is there an extension I can buy? So Capricorn, you are experiencing a setback and it sucks and it doesn't feel good. But I know there's hope out there, but I do think that it means that with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you have to make some major move, like a decision. Like, we can't do this anymore. And it has to be major, not just, we can't eat out anymore. It has to be something major. Like, we need to downsize. Stop. Love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. So, if you are alone, you need to make a decision on what is going to make you happy. Forget about the rules of society. Forget about, job responsibilities. Forget about what looks good to your neighbors and friends and family who thought, damn, you went to Harvard and now you're flipping burgers. Who fucking cares? Honestly, love is the thing. Love is why we're here. So if you have to trade in your BMW and get a Honda Civic hatchback off of Craigslist, but you can afford it and it takes you where you need to go, do that. Honestly, because otherwise you're going to keep finding yourself mourning over that corner office that you once had, that you no longer have anymore. We're moving on to Taurus now. Taurus, money and finances. Taurus, money and finances, July 2018. Taurus, money, finances, July 2018. Taurus, money, finances, July 2018. What is coming in for Taurus? Money and finances, work relations, July 2018. What's going on for Taurus, July 2018, when it comes to money and finances and workflow? Whoops. Oh my goodness. I think you did experience a loss of money. I think that there was some sort of poor investment, poor judgment. Money went out. It sucked. You were mourning it. And I think that you're coming out of that mourning period. You were losing sleep. It was stressing you out because I think that other people were depending on you or you were involved with some sort of group partnership and other people were involved or you had dependents. Maybe even that you have a dependent who needs medical care or you yourself need medical care and you're like, fuck, how the fuck am I going to pay for this? So that was causing you a lot of stress. The good news is with the World Cup in reverse, something's not over yet. So if you did lose a job or you felt like a relationship you had with someone who you were possibly depending on for work, for progress in your financial life, that relationship is not over. So you're going to be able to recontact that person or get in touch with that person again to make something happen again for yourself. Because of this loss, because of this huge hit you must have taken, it looks like you're being extremely careful and you're holding on to your money and you're not spending and you're being very frugal and very aware of where every single cent is going. And that's very good. Yeah, you did experience a loss and you're going to recover that. because the World Cup is there. So you're going to recover those funds, and whatever that situation is, you're going to recover. You're going to find yourself in another job, or what you thought was closed. Maybe you were like, I didn't get the job. They're going to be like, you know what? On second thought, upon further review, you do get the job. So it's going to happen for you in July, where you're going to feel a recovery. There's going to be a recovery mode for sure. But definitely either you or someone you're dealing with, I think it's you, but it could be someone you're dealing with, is being extremely frugal because every penny counts right now. Yeah, and I do think that you lost sleep. You were very depressed. You had anxiety. You were losing sleep. You weren't eating well. You weren't taking care of yourself because you were so fucking stressed about this money, this huge loss. And you're slowly... It's almost like you've already seen the paperwork. You've already seen, okay, things are going to get better, and here's how, bum, bum, bum. And you're like, okay, I see it on paper, but you're still kind of like losing sleep. You're still stressed, and like, who can blame you? You know what I mean? But you're coming out of that, and it's feeling good, I think. Let's do an advice to help you get through your finances in July. But yeah, the World Cup is saying, World Cup, I keep saying that. The World card is saying, something is not over. So yes, whatever relationship you thought was over, work, financial, all of those things that you thought you lost, you're going to regain those things, and it's going to come back to you. Just continue, I think, to hold on to your money. Don't spend. And I know you Taurus, you're like, when you're living well, it's like spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Like, that's Notorious B.I.G., who was a Taurus. If you eat well, your friends are going to eat well. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, 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 no. You eat your peanut butter jelly sandwich at home, turn all the electricity off to save on the electricity bill for now. That's how it has to be. So what's your advice, though? Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it, don't waste it on ridiculousness. So I guess, whatever. This card is trying to tell you that whoever did you wrong, however you lost that money, if a job or financial opportunity went to someone else and not you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't even focus on them. If you're feeling like you're financially suffering because someone else did you wrong, don't worry about it. Don't check on them. Don't be curious about them. Don't see how they're doing. Like, this dumb bitch is spending her money on bum, 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 bum. That should have been my money. And you're on the Instagram and you're looking at shit and you're screenshotting things and sending it to your girlfriends. Don't do it. Don't do it. So they got their come up and you didn't. That's okay. That's when you say, thanks for the pain. It helped me level up my game. That's when you say that. So don't sweat. That's what this advice is saying. Don't sweat all that stuff. Oh, no. Oh, my screen went away. Okay, that's it for Taurus. Let's move on to Virgo. Hey, Virgo. This is Virgo's July 2018. Work, finance, workflow. Don't forget to join me again for the huge monthly reads for each individual sign. Those will be a lot better. This is just your money, July, career, money, July, Virgo, money, finances, career, Virgo, money, finances, career, Virgo, money, finances, career, Virgo, money, finances, career, July 2018, Virgo, money, finances, career, Virgo, finances, career, July 2018. All right, Virgo, I think, you know what? Guess what? This looks really good. I think you had a lot of disappointments in money and finances in the past. Lots of disappointments. You could have been out of work or out of a situation or sad about a situation or unhappy in a situation when it comes to work and finances for like 8 months. You're finally pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and moving on. So if you have already found a new job, good for you. If you haven't and you're looking, you're going to find one, obviously. But I think there was like this dip in your confidence and your emotions when it comes to work and finances, and you are finally on your way back up. The Eight of Cups is saying that, you left a situation emotionally. A lot of you guys left some kind of situation that didn't make you happy, did not fulfill you. You were unhappy in either being unemployed or being in a position where you just weren't satisfied. It's this Pabst Blue Ribbon deliciousness. And then just like that, boom, 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 Virgo, you manage to charge ahead. And with the World card here, it's a beautiful brand new start for you. It's huge. So you either got a job, you got a raise, you made it happen with the Knight of Wands energy. You rushed in and you saw an opportunity and you said, fuck yes, I'm going to take this opportunity. And that's exactly what you did. That has changed everything for you. And that is a perfect example. And if there's anyone else watching this read who's not a Virgo, this is a perfect example of what it's like to co-create with the universe. You were in a situation, work-wise or financial-wise, maybe you weren't happy. You just weren't happy with how much you were making, with how little you were making, with not getting the recognition or respect in a work situation, with being unemployed, whatever the situation was. You were unhappy, so you decided to will and push yourself and move on. You made it happen. The further you got emotionally from a situation, the stronger you became. You became so strong that you turned into the Knight of Wands and you rushed into a brand new cycle. And that is a perfect example of co-creating. So you guys either got a job, a promotion, a raise. You were put in charge of a project. You were put in a position of an extremely fast-paced, a quickened pace of pursuit so that you could find your next job, the higher raise, this fresh idea, moving forward. And the World card is saying, yes, we're opening up a brand new world for you. Here we go. We're starting a brand new chapter. Let's do this. And in doing so, you have the Three of Cups. So you're celebrating. You have every reason to celebrate. You did something. You did it. You did it, Virgo. You did something. And you moved into a new world, a new chapter. And now you can celebrate. Now you can high five. Because I don't think you were never going to do this. You were never going to do this until you found yourself in a new chapter and a new way of making money until you got your success, whatever that was. And you're celebrating. And that's really, really good. And now you have reason to be very happy. And I'm not going to pull from the Rebel deck because that's mean. And this is a good reading. So that's it for Virgo. Let's move on finally to the air signs. What is going on with air and money? Can you guys remind me never to wear this fucking blouse again? Because it makes me look like I'm 9 months pregnant. Drinking Blue Ribbon. A Pabst. Okay, now, this is the last of the elements. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's start with Aquarius first. What's going on with Aquarius? Aquarius, finances and money. Aquarius, finances and money. Shout out to even Angel's Fall. I think that is the handle on Instagram. She shows some awesome support, but I think she's Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. Not sure. Pretty sure. This is, again, of course, going to be short because it's just money. And you guys make sure you come back for the extended monthly reads. Aquarius, money and finances. July 2018. You know, I think that some of you guys are doubting yourself a little bit. There's a feeling, of like a lack of confidence, and your lack of confidence, Aquarius, manifests itself in a different kind of way, because Aquarians are cerebral and they're in their heads, so people can't read their minds. And so what ends up happening is that there's a disconnect between like what they're thinking and how they're feeling inside their minds, and it gets lost in translation. So the outside world views your lack of confidence as arrogance. And so what's happening is that arrogance, or that what looks like arrogance, which is actually just you feeling like a slightly insecure and a lack of confidence and being unsure and feeling almost stifled, like you cannot be in a box. You can't put someone like an Aquarius in a box. And if in terms of workflow, someone is trying to put you in a box, or you guys are the natural, rebel without a cause. And so having a feeling like there are parameters and rules that you need to follow, and not being allowed to be expressive and creative in a certain way, is making you feel a lack of confidence at work. That lack of confidence is looking like arrogance. So you're dealing with a boss, someone in charge, someone in a position of authority, who's taking that as arrogance. And because they're taking that as arrogance, they're coming down harder on you than you think you deserve. So it's not looking good, this interaction. For some of you guys also, if this is not you, it could be a feeling that you and a boss, or you, not you and a boss, sorry, that you have like almost overstepped your boundaries and lost control of, like you lost the plot. Like somewhere along the line at work, a plot has been lost. And that's causing a bit of friction. The good thing is, though, regardless of anything, I don't know what you guys do for a living. An Aquarius is, you will never find an Aquarius not work with some sort of tools. They like tinkering and fixing and taking things apart and putting them back together. They like tools, whatever it is. So they just not like if it's a hair stuff, if they do surgical stuff, if they do equipment, parts, pieces, mechanics, technology, whatever that is. That's kind of like where you'll always find an Aquarius working with tools. And so the Magician card makes sense here. You have all the tools. So the good thing is, like, you have the tools to find a job that works for you, to do good at your job, to do a great job. You have those tools and you have those skills. The problem is that's not enough to make a boss happy. You have to also engage your people skills. So this combined with the Queen of Wands upright will serve you best. But currently your Queen of Wands is this way because of the lack of confidence, making it seem as if you're arrogant. Unless you're actually arrogant. That's a whole nother ball of wax. But if you, in your heart of hearts, can say, I'm not being arrogant, I'm actually feeling insecure about my position or about where I stand. I'm feeling insecure. If you can say that, it's a different story. And that's why it's coming off as arrogant to your boss or the person in charge. But you do have the skills. You do know what you're doing. And at this point, you can manifest, you can bring about a change in the relationship at work. The Sun card is in reverse. So it means that you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Things are getting better. They're just not better right this second. Things will get better though, just not right this second. You have to change your attitude. You have to change how you have to put yourself in the position of your coworkers and bosses. Imagine what they see, what they're experiencing when they deal with you. Because for all they know, you're being arrogant. When the reality is what you know, that you just don't feel confident right now. So you have to flip that experience for them. Obviously, we're all adults, and you're like, well, why the fuck do I have to help them understand me? Oh, because they write your check. That's why. You know what I mean? It's that game we have to play as adults, unfortunately. But things are getting better. You just have to know that you are the magician right now, and you can make things happen for yourself. You do have to fix this relationship at work. And in terms of money, the money itself, like you will be able to, here's the thing, you'll always be able to make money. You will always be able to manifest some coin, make some money. The reason why I can say that with confidence is because you will always have these skills. These are skills that you're a tradesperson. You understand what you're doing. Whatever it is you're doing, whether you craft things, you build things, you fix things, you cut hair, whatever you do. These are actual technical trade skills that you have, and so you're always going to be able to make money. In terms of getting a shitload of money and making that money, that's purely your interpersonal communication skills that you have with other people. That will determine how much and how far you go. What's your advice? Aquarius advice, July 2018, money. July 2018, money, Aquarius advice. Stop. Get another one, same thing. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. So, I don't know how this applies. I'll be honest with you. I'm not feeling this deck right now. I don't think I am feeling the deck. I don't think it's good for money reads. So if you lost a job to someone that you don't think deserves that job, or if you feel like someone owes you money, or if you feel like you have been inadvertently causing trouble in terms of someone else's financial gain or loss, you have to stop. You have to stop. I don't know who this applies to, but if this applies to you, you have to stop. And focus on being the magician and making things happen for you. Focus on how your communication style affects your work experiences. Focus on that. That's it for Aquarius. Let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, this is your 2018 money, financial, career read. Don't forget to come back for your full extended Gemini read for the month of July 2018. Don't forget to go to drunktarot.com for your free tarot reading. And follow me on drunk.tarot for the Instagram. This is just a quick money read. July 2018, quick money read. July 2018, quick money read. Whoopsie daisy. July 2018, money read for Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? Career workflow, Gemini. God damn. At long last, Gemini, at long last, you have officially decided you are nobody's fool. You have decided you're not even your own fool. You're not going to be the victim anywhere. You have it in you to make moves, to make progress in your life. You have it in you to find something that makes you happy. For the longest time, you were feeling like you were trapped. You were doing the victim thing. You were like, I can't because of this, because of that, because of blah, 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 blah. Finally, in July, you're going to say, you know what? I actually can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. And whatever that means to any of you in terms of finances and career. I think a lot of you guys felt trapped in a job because you were like, I have to pay these bills. I have to make this money. I need to do X, Y, Z. And so you felt like you have to keep this job or this workflow or this whatever that actually wasn't making you happy. In fact, I think a lot of you guys were quite miserable. And so whatever that means, it could be more extreme for some, less extreme for others. Regardless, in July, for money and finances and workflow, you're going to make a move and take yourself out of a situation. There is a brand new beginning. Something is happening for you guys. And you're deciding to take a chance on something. Here's the kicker. Some of you guys are going to be connecting with a Capricorn for work and finances, which is fine. Capricorns do well with money. But the problem is that you could find yourself after that you start this clean slate. Now, the new beginning could be a new beginning literally with a new job, or it could just be a new beginning in terms of a reorganization or a restructuring in your job, your current place of work. Maybe you're moving to a new office, same company, or you could be physically moving a desk in your office, same company. Either way, you have decided to take control of your own happiness or your own terms of how you want to make money and how you want to live your life money-wise, make that money. Here's the problem. The problem is that you could find yourself very quickly into the same old routine. The same old style of work or same old environment where you're like, damn, I could have had a V8. I could have had this shit at home. I could have done this stuff at my old job. And you're going to feel something about it. Alternatively, some others of you could feel like you can never leave this job. I am stuck here forever. This is my job. And you are in a toxic work environment. You're in an environment where everyone talks shit. Nobody's happy. You're in an environment where you're like, I can't get out because the pay is too good, even though you're probably like, it's not that good. Like they don't offer this, or there's no benefits, or they're not paying for my gym membership, or whatever. And if you work alone, which almost 50% of the U.S. workforce population actually is a freelancer and works for themselves. I think that you're just in some sort of toxic environment right now, whatever that is. And that even if you work alone, you know what I mean? You could be like, I sleep in till 11:30. I have my shitty coffee. And then at 2 p.m. I'll do some work. And then I'll stay up all night eating Cheetos. That's toxic. That's not healthy. And it could be productive in terms of you producing something, but it's not exactly healthy. You know it. You know what I mean? But you understand completely the work environment that you're in right now. You know what kind of work environment you're in. You know you need a fresh start. You know that you need to stop being a victim and take it upon yourself to level up your life on your own, because you can. Because you're not a dum-dum. And you know how to. You're being fucking lazy. And that's the problem. I said it. Yeah, I said it, Gemini. But it's not for lack of desire. The Fool card right here is saying that you do want a fresh start. You do want to make things better for yourself. That's for sure. There's no argument there. And I do like this. What is this? Is this 9 of Swords? Or is this 8 of Swords? Why am I brand new to tarot right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's 8 of Swords, not 9 of Swords. But this right here in reverse is saying, yes, you have decided that you want to change, that you can get out of this. You know what you need to do to get out of a situation, because you're not a dum-dum. You know what you're doing. And you've just been fucking lazy. Let's be real. That's what the cards are saying. Don't get mad at me. It's okay. We've all been lazy. Lazy is the wrong word. I shouldn't say lazy. You've been complacent. Complacent. That's the nice way to say lazy. And so you're ready for a brand new start. Sorry, it would be this way. You're ready for a brand new start to leave this toxic environment, start something brand new. But this is always going to be there. And there's a connection that you can't seem to break. You can get out of it if you want to, but for some reason you're like, I'm stuck. It's a bunch of bullshit and you know it. Doesn't matter. Because guess what? The Chariot at the bottom is saying, whether you want to get moving or not, clearly you've been either dreaming about this, praying about this, hoping for this, manifesting this. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to kick you out the fucking nest. We're going to make some moves for you. Some of you guys are going to be traveling for work. Some of you guys are going to be making a lot of short distance traveling and getting around the city, going to job interviews, meeting with people, socializing, doing some stuff so that you can network and possibly generate that next gig, that next job. You could be having to you might even get a job as like a UPS driver. Like you could be just doing that. So there's a lot of movement happening for you soon. So where you guys might have been stuck in the past few months, maybe even 8 months, where you were like, for the last 8 months, I have been miserable for 8 months. I'm fucking done. I don't want to be miserable anymore. I want to make money and I want to be happy. End of story. That is going to happen very soon. Be sure that you either A, you're connecting with a Capricorn because that could help you with this brand new start, or B, you recognize the red flags in your next opportunity that could alert you to this toxic energy that you experienced before. But I do think things are getting better officially, because I'm telling you, I've been watching you guys, the Geminis, and this has been like this for a long time. This is the first time I've seen in your money situation. So we'll see what the general readings look like for Gemini. For general July 2008 readings, your overall general in love. This was just your money read. And if this is any indication where you're finally like, I'm free, that is a good sign. And so I hope the rest of July looks good for you, but that is your money thing. I think you guys are off to either a new task, new job, new situation, and it's going to be better. I promise you that. Things are actually moving forward. So good luck to you. Finally, let's move on to Libra. Libra, 2018 money, career, finances. 2018 money, career, finances for Libra. 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 Oh my God, you guys, I think I just blacked out. I said that like 1,000 times. I'm not even kidding. I was like in a zone. I just rambled that like a psychopath. You could be done with a traditional way of making money. You're going to take a cut, some sort of pay cut, because you're not happy in the traditional way that you've been making money. And so in July, I think that you are going to be less emotionally available. You're going to be more direct and succinct in your approach to coworkers and colleagues. You're smart enough to know when to pull up stakes in a situation where you have been investing and it's not working out for you. So you're clever enough to say, you know what, it's not working out. I got to move out to another direction and plan for something else, plant seeds elsewhere, because this isn't going to turn out good in the long-term sense. I do think that, yeah, there's going to be a definite reduction in salary or your income in some way, shape, or form. It could be like if you collect rent, you're no longer going to have that rent money. It could be you going from full-time to part-time. So it's definitely bringing it down. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty cut and dry. You're no longer happy or satisfied in the traditional way that you've been making money. So you are trying to make moves to create a workflow or work strategy that brings income. in another way. You're being very creative here about it, because that's what the also thing with the Queen of Cups. But remember that this is making you this is making you less inclined to be emotionally available for colleagues and coworkers. You're being very cutthroat right now is what I want to say. And that's a good thing. You know, you never want to mix like money with emotions. So you're being cutthroat, and that's good. And so I support that. Let's see what the advice is. I don't like this deck for the money reads, and I'm going to definitely use this deck for the general reads. But it's fun. I'll just pull a card and see if you had any advice from a financial advisor. What would your financial advisor tell you right now? What would your financial advisor tell you right now? Stop. Detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Detox. I like this for this read for you because I think that now that you're thinking of a new strategy to make money, a new plan of attack, a new way to deal with people at work or how you move forward, it's actually saying, you know, you need to clear the deck, knock out the bullshit, get rid of people who don't serve you right now, people who are time wasters. Your time is precious. Your skills are valuable and needed, and you need to lock in and focus that strategy that serves you and how you can make money. Anyone else who's sort of hanging around and not helping you make money, get rid of them. Detox. That's what this is saying. Okay, and that is for the Libra read. That was everybody's month of July money read. It was short, sweet, to the point, hopefully. It might not have served anybody. It might have served some of you guys. Do come back because the complete July reads are on their way. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.